Hello everyone and welcome to today's reading. Today we're going to be looking at the question, should you hold on to this connection or let go, or some advice on the whole connection situation. Let's just get into the pile. So pile number 1 will be the Wizard of Awareness, this beautiful card. Pile number 2 will be Ride the Wave, card number 14. And pile number 3 is gonna be the Compass. As always, this is gonna be a general reading, so it will not always resonate for everyone completely. Take what resonates, and if it doesn't resonate at all, feel free to pick a different pile or a different video from my channel. As always, you can also book private readings with me by getting in contact with me. My email address will be down in the description box, as well as my Linktree link, where you can find my TikTok, my Instagram, my email, all the 9 yards. If you're interested in that, go there. And yes, if you need some extra time to meditate on what pile you want to choose, please pause the video. And if not, then I will see you guys in your reading. Hello everyone, so if you chose card number 3 with the Wizard of Awareness, then this is gonna be your reading today. So let's take a look with the tarot. Should you hold on to this connection? For pile number 1, should they hold on to this connection or move on? For pile number 1. The first couple. So, oh, it's more than I thought. Let's see. So the first one is the 7 of Wands. Next we have the Page of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. Let's see, I wanted 2 more. So should they hold on or should they let go of this connection? For pile number 1. Should they let go or should they hold on? We have the 10 of Cups, as well as the Lovers. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. Okay, I kind of feel like with the Death card at the bottom, that is, to me, talking about endings. So that would consider letting go. Let's just take a look at what else is here, because I feel like a lot, it might not be, I kind of feel like letting go in the sense of like expectations, or letting go as in how it is right now, change it. Not letting go the complete connection, I kind of feel like. So let's just get over it, because I feel like with the 10 of Cups there's a lot of emotion, a lot of feeling, and you also have the Lovers. So I definitely feel that there's like a soulmate connection, or a soul contract, or a twin flame, or like a deep soul connection between the two of you. And with the 10 of Cups, it is a very overflowing, loving connection at this moment. Especially if you are in a relationship with this person right now, then yeah. I do feel like there's a need of working on your like skills, or working on your relationship, like how you are in a relationship, like working on it. With the 8 of Swords, I feel like one of you is very much in their head about it, where it's like you have this very beautiful, strong connection, but at the same time you're kind of scared that it's like fake, or something's going on, or it's too good to be true. And that's where like all the issues come from. I feel like it's a connection that happened really quickly, really rapidly, like when you met, and then it like continued. I feel like one of you is very stressed in this relationship, and the other one is very comfortable. We're very laid back, just seeing where it goes, enjoying where they are, type moment, as well as like it is a very fiery and passionate thing. They are just really enjoying the relationship as it is, like laid back, but at the same time, I feel like they are putting in like effort to make it work. So I feel like with the death card, for some of you, this connection felt like a new beginnings, and others for you, I feel like this is a relationship where you can like have that new beginning, as in who you are in a relationship or who you are as a person, that kind of shaped. Like it's hard letting go of old habits and old things you used to do, but I feel like this relationship or this connection is challenging you to do so. um yeah, but I do feel there's a very strong deep connection here. Let me take a look. I want these ones for your oracle cards a little bit. So I feel like this is like, should you hold on or should you let go? Right now it's just saying like, if you are willing to accept those changes and willing to work on yourself in a relationship, then definitely this is a very good, like if you're open to learn from this relationship, then definitely hold on to this connection. But if you're triggered by it, then it might not be the best one, because I feel like this person is very much like laid back and don't mind it if things move very quickly, and very chilled and relaxed, and you know, as long as it's fun, it's fun. We can move quickly, doesn't really matter that type. Let's see, should they hold on or should they let go? You have the new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. Yeah, like I said, think about it. If you are a person that doesn't mind, or if you are ready to fix those things about yourself, or like are ready to head on any conflict that might come your way, then yeah. First quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. Yeah, because I feel like right now you're very much in with this one as well, the Wizard of Awareness. I feel like you are aware of the changes that this person can bring in your life, and you are aware that it's, because it also kind of reminds me of the Three of Pentacles a little bit, with these spirals in the back. And the Three of Pentacles is about cooperation, working together with someone. So yeah, I feel like this, like you are aware of what it is that you should fix, or should be better if you fix, to make you less toxic in a relationship. But that's scary. To change, that's scary, because changing that would mean you opening up, being more vulnerable to emotional like damage and stuff. And I feel like that's what's keeping you in this state of fear, and feel like you cannot move. Let's see, should they let go or should they hold on to this connection for pile number one? Should pile number one hold on or let go? New moon, a new start is coming. Yeah, okay. And at the bottom, okay, that's perfect. Full moon in Leo, don't let pride get in your way. I feel like, especially with a new start, where I'm like, yes, you know, this is oh, and underneath that you have the energy is gaining momentum. So yeah, definitely, I feel like if I should say hold on or let go, I would go with like, if you are ready, if you can put away your pride, then definitely hold on. Like if you are ready for the change that this relationship will bring you, and the possibilities of it changing you, then definitely go for it, hold on. Even though it's scary, because like new things and new getting out of your comfort zone and putting your pride aside is a very scary thing. But I feel like that's where the doubt comes in, where it's like the old you is very much of like, oh no no no, like I have to put it. I feel like your pride is very aware that like engaging in this connection, you can only do so if you're truly yourself and put pride on the side, um, and not let that get in the way for you, if that makes sense. um, but yeah, let me get some guidance for you guys. I want to get this deck for you. So some guidance for pile number 1 when it comes to this connection. Some guidance for pile number 1. Some guidance. Kind of wanted this one as well. Okay. So we have the 6 of Cups at the bottom, which is already a beautiful energy. Let's see what else we have. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Tower. You have the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Swords again, the World, the 3 of Swords, and then, like I said, at the bottom of the deck, you have the 6 of Cups, with underneath that, the Magician. So when it comes to guidance, I feel like it's kind of saying, like, this is what you have been manifesting. This person is what you have been manifesting, so why not go for it? But at the same time, with the 3 of Swords, I feel like, yeah, you have been, like, badly hurt, and that is still keeping you in this 8 of Swords mentality. When this person came with the Tower energy, is very much like you realized, oh, I need to change for this. And with the World, it's like putting an ending, because the World to me is the same with that, where it's like the ending of a cycle and the start of a new one. So I feel with guidance, that's it. Like, try to work on this mental state and this hurt, and be open to what it can bring, like the opportunities it can bring, instead of the opportunity of you getting hurt. I feel like the opportunity of actually finding this beautiful connection that you have with each other and a lot of love. With the 6 of Cups, I kind of feel like focus on the happy memories, the good memories, and know that what happened in history, like, you've learned from it. Like, make sure you learn the lessons of that pain so that it will not happen again, and you will be stronger. That way you'll be more self-assured, you can trust yourself more, and this won't happen again in the same way because you've learned from it. And even if it does come back, now you've learned, like, how to deal with it and how to handle a situation like that. Like, by trusting yourself more, you will be able to open up more as well. Because just because you give someone love does not mean it's your fault when that love gets, like, not reciprocated, or they will use it to hurt you. That's not on you. Yeah, because, yeah, for guidance, I think that's mainly what I want to go for. Let me take a look at some oracle for you for this as well. So some guidance for pile number 1. Some guidance for pile number 1. Reconciliation. So I feel like for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, I feel like this is that you have put the other person, like, at an arm's length, and this is telling me, no no no, like, get them back, like, in your inner sphere, like, go talk to them. But for others of you, I feel like reconciliation is kind of the yin and yang inside oneself. Like, get yourself balanced again, your heart and your head balanced evenly, and listen to both sides being able to do so. Some guidance career. Okay, so maybe some of you focus more on your career or get like, maybe you know this person from work as well, but I feel like this is more so. So I kind of want to say work, but at the same time I feel like with your work can like help you to heal this pain, because I feel like right now, like, you are the tree and you have this like barrier uh over you, but that also means that like the birds cannot come in and stuff like that. um so yeah, so I want one more for pile number 1, and you've got fertility. Okay, so again, for some of you, I feel like some of you might be pregnant with this person but then broken up or something like that. But also, like I said with the tree and stuff, where it's like, be open to for things to grow. I think you're very much still stuck in being scared to let go or to open up. And fertility is very much about opening up, embracing everything that comes your way. Just be love, kind of what I feel. Be open to, yes, get hurt. Yes, have not your feelings represented. But I feel like this connection is a very, very strong connection, which have a lot of potential with fertility as well, where it's like, it has the potential of becoming that 10 of cups that you had in the first one, where it's just beautiful, beautiful energy, beautiful relationship, and happiness as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here, because I think I will just repeat the thing where it's like, work on those inner struggles and that hurt and pain and distrust. I feel like that is just something that will come back and back and back every time. So I think I'm gonna leave your reading here for you today. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. Please let me know down in the comments as well, because I'd love to read your stories, but also just if I was on the money or not. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here for you guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 2. So if you chose card number 15, Ride the Wave, then this is gonna be your reading today. So we're gonna be looking at the question, should you hold on or let go of this connection that is on your mind? So yeah, let's take a little look for you guys. Wow, the cards are not willing to do this one. Let's take a look. For pile number 2, should they let go or should they hold on to this connection? So you have the 2 of Swords. The Knight of Wands and the 5 of Swords. You have the Ace of Swords as well. And a whole pile, the 6 of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the 8 of Wands, and I want one more. For pile number 2, should they hold on or should they let go of this connection? Should they hold on? Okay, that's too much. And this one is the Queen of Swords. Okay. And at the bottom we have the King of Wands, as well as the 5 of Wands as well, which I saw earlier pop up as well. Okay. Okay. With the 2 of Swords, when it came out, I was like, oh, you are really struggling finding out what to do. Like, very, yeah, like indecisive, like Because I feel like when it's good, it's awesome, but when it's not, it's like something feels wrong. I feel like there's kind of distrust in this pile as well. Because I feel like it's very passionate and emotion, but it can also be very cold, hard, logical as well. With the Five Swords, I feel like there is a feeling of mistrust and like doubting, and maybe even the feeling of like cheating or someone not playing fair in this connection. Kind of want to get some clarification on it, because with the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands as well, the Five of Wands usually is about like getting in an argument that's very feisty and fiery, but then when you look back at it, it's like, why did we fight over that? Why, like, petty little fights, um as well as like having arguments when an argument wasn't like necessary, or like, that kind of where it's like, because you also have like the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords, and then the King of Wands at the bottom, which are all different um queens. They're not like sets, so they do not like communicate in the same way. The King of Cups is very a master of its emotions, so they think out of emotion but are very um in control of their emotion. The Queen of Swords is very a logical thinker, does not lead with her emotions, is very clear what it is. So, and it doesn't have to be that this is the man in the relationship and this is the girl in the relationship. It can also be switched, because we all have masculine and feminine energy in us. Yeah. And then the King of Wands is very like enjoys a party type of, but he's like the master of the party as well. I do feel like it's a very giving relationship as well. Like I said, like when it's good, it's great, it's fiery, it's loving, it's, great. But when it's bad, and it can switch very fast, that from being lovey dovey to having an argument and not being, you know, as lovey dovey. And I feel like at that point, when like arguments, there is a point where things tip over from just an argument to actual like fighting and trying to hurt one another to like win in this situation. So I understand like the with the Two of Swords that you are very much like scaling it. Like when it's good, it's absolutely great. It's the best you ever wished for, but when it's bad, it's like horrible at the same time. Um yeah, I feel like it's just two very different type of personalities, which can work out, but there's like work that needs to be done and happen, and like listening to each other. Um, let me get you some oracle on this as well, and then after that we will look for some guidance on this situation. So should they hold on or should they let go to this connection? Third quarter moon, adjustments are required. Yeah, like I said, you have a completely different style of communicating, so like you need to come together when it comes to that. Should they hold on or let go? We have new moon in Gemini. Communication is key. What did I just say? You need to communicate. Come together to a middle ground of communication. So this situation. Full moon in Pisces. Balance spirituality and practicality. Which to me is just like try to find balance, or like I said, compromise. Like what do you want and what is practical? What does the other person want and is practical when it comes to that? Like have a conversation about it. Yeah. Let me look into the tarot as well. I just want to get you some guidance on how to move about this, how to handle this, get it going. And instead of having those high highs and deep lows, like try to come more to the middle. Doesn't mean the highs doesn't have to be high and the lows will not be low, but like then it's easier to not overdo it. So some guidance for pile number 2. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords again and the High Priestess. Some guidance for pile number 2. The World, the Five of Pentacles. So some guidance for pile number 2. For pile number 2, some guidance. Some guidance for pile number 2. Okay, that's more than I wanted, but I'll take it. Let me move these aside a little bit. So I feel like the more emotional one in this situation would be the one that like has to become more of a logical thinker. We have the Page of Cups as well as the Strength card, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. And at the bottom we have got the Six of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of so I let me rewind. So I am a Dutch girl, a Dutch woman. I'm very direct. I see it how it is. So what I see right now is a lot more for guidance, a lot more energy of you moving away from this situation. With the Six of Swords at the bottom, there is at least, if it's not like moving away from the connection, it's moving away from something that is holding you in this state of mind that makes it like worse and worse. But I do feel more strongly that like there's a need for a break a little bit, because I feel like you guys can bring out the best in each other but also the worst. And I feel there's a lot of stress that brings with it, like a lot of thinking and maybe not even being able to sleep some nights because of it. With the Five of Pentacles, it's like there is something that's missing, and I feel like you already know this. And with the High Priestess, I feel like your intuition has already been trying to tell you this. I do have to highlight for some of you, not all of you, the world is an ending, but it is also a new beginning after the world. So I feel like for some of you, if you can get into that Queen of Swords energy a little bit more, then that can be a new beginning. But for now, I really feel like this is a connection that would be better to let go, or at least take a little bit of a break if you don't feel like totally letting it go. Because I feel like there's a need for self-reflect and like working on your own situation, because I don't feel like you can get over what it is that's making you that way while you are in this situation. I feel like you need a little bit of like working on this thing alone a little bit. The Strength card to me is always a reminder of you got this. Whatever the decision is for you, you are a very strong person, and like you don't need this other person for you to feel whole. You can do that yourself, as well as if it is like a challenge for you to try and change, then also you got this. You can do this. Page of Cups, I feel like the moment you take a little break and reflect, then things can come more in perspective, where maybe the other person also realizes what's going on and what's happening, wanting to change, and then like messages you of like, this time apart that helped me see this and this and this, and I want to change and work on that type of thing. So that's why I'm saying a little bit of a break is needed. Because I feel like it's also a kind of what, I don't know why, I just want to say this. It's for some of you where it's like the need of walking away from your emotions as well, because they're so overwhelming. And like taking a with the Six of Swords, it's like she's taking her swords, but the emotion is left at shore, where it's like, okay, I just need some time to go off with logical thinking, see what's going on. Don't, because she's not taking her emotions with her. She is taking her swords with her. So like a little bit of a break to think about the whole situation from a logical point of view type of thing. So I also want to get some oracle guidance for you guys. Let's take a look at this. So we have answers, some guidance for pile number 2. We have career. I wanted 1, we got 2, inspiration and manifestation. Okay, so I feel like when taking a break, the answers will, like I said, the answer will definitely come. I feel like it can also be just focusing on your work, to put all the focus, like to take a break and not be too much on this, but like focus on work, focus on your base, and that will like give you this flame within that's like, okay, this is, you know, inspiration on what to do with it. Manifestation, I feel like this, like, to me, this is the relationship that you have been manifesting, because that's also how you are feeling, like you don't deserve better than this, or this is what you feel like you need or attract, or the energy that you give out, so you will receive. So I feel like the moment you like have more focus on yourself, you will find the answers and inspiration and that flame inside yourself again, so that you can manifest what is really for you. And I feel like if during that break, while you are healing and working on yourself, if the other person is doing the same thing with the Page of Cups, where I see like the possibility of them doing that is very real with the page, then eventually you will again manifest each other, because you've grown together separate, and then you can get to know each other again as these new people and leave the past in the past, kind of thing. But like I said, I do feel that at the very least there is a need for a little break and breathing time for you guys, because it's been like very tiring. And I kind of feel for some of you where you already know, and you feel it as well, where you kind of lost sight of yourself in this relationship, and like the need to get to know yourself again and to find that flame within, and realize that you are strong enough to manifest what it is that you deserve. Because even though those high highs and those low lows in this connection can be very addicting, it's not necessarily what is best or right for you. And I kind of feel like you already know that, but maybe a bit too scared to admit or give into it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here for you, pile number 2. I hope it resonated and I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments down below, so I would love to read your stories. And yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 3. So if you chose card number 50 with the compass, then this is gonna be your reading today. We're gonna be looking at should you hold on to this connection or should you let go? I already kind of felt with the compass where I feel like some of you guys might be living far apart from each other, which can make the whole situation a bit more complicated. But yeah, let's just take a look at the tarot for you. So pile number 3, should they hold on or should they let go of this connection? Pile number 3. So the first one that we got is the 10 of Swords. Next we have the 3 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, as well as the Queen of Wands, and the Hermit. Let's see. Oh, should they hold on or should they let go? So further we have the King of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. And at the bottom we have the Emperor, and underneath that we also have the 10 of Wands. But let's keep it here. And underneath that you also have the Moon. Okay, and the Hangman. Well, okay. I feel like for some of you, it can also talk about moving towards this person or moving away or something like that. Let's go over all the cards. So with the 10 of Swords, I feel like a lot of past hurt and pain has occurred in this connection. For some of you, I feel like it might also have been like a one-sided connection where you felt this connection and the other one didn't, and you ended up hurt with this. And I feel like that resulted in just like, oh, it's a misunderstanding, and then you became kind of like friends, maybe even, or you met this person through friends. I do feel like you guys are like have a soul connection, because you have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, so that's like a pair. Those two like belong together in the tarot. So I do feel like there is a soul connection within you guys that's very passionate and stuff like that. Because what's like throwing me off is the 6 of Wands, because the 6 of Wands talks about victory and getting there and like public reward and, you know, victory, like, you know, an actual party. But then with the 6 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, I'm a bit, yeah, because the 6 of Swords to me talks about after getting hurt, like walking away. That, like, sometimes that can be like abuse as well as just realizing, oh, this situation is bad for me, like I've been hurt, let's move on, let's move out of this situation. That can also be where I said, where it's like for some of you, like you shoot your shot and this person just friend zoned you, and you then like move away from this love connection into like accepting friends. And with the 3 of Wands, it's about moving on or looking further, like what's ahead. But with this 3 of Wands, he doesn't look happy. He's there like, okay, I should move on, but I kind of don't want to, but I should, because there's like no other options, but oh, I don't want to, like that type of feeling. With the Hermit, like really contemplating to yourself, like, is it just me? Am I crazy? What's going on? Finding like the answers within yourself. Underneath the Emperor, you also had the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands to me is that energy of like, you've been carrying this connection, like keep like holding on to this connection for so long. Is it still giving you what it is you want from it? Are you still committed to get on with it, like try to finish it? With the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, for some reason, because I do feel like this person feels the same way, like you are soul connected. But for some way with the Emperor, I feel like they are holding their ground and saying no, 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 no. So let me take a look at why the Emperor is here. Why are they feeling this way? Why is the Emperor here? Why is the Emperor here? Okay, that's more than I wanted, but sure. The Magician, the Four of Cups, and the Empress. Another couple, the Emperor and the Empress. So definitely I feel like they are not like believing that you are this person. Like they are manifesting you so hard, but at the same time they're like, no, 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 this cannot be it. This I feel like they are not trusting their intuition and their feeling and emotions right now. So I get it. It's so hard to move on from a situation like this. At the moment, it's not giving you what it's supposed to give you, and that's frustrating and leaving you to leave it behind because it feels toxic in this state. And you like with the hermit contemplating going inside of what, like, how can I change it? But to me, like, I don't think this is like your fault or something you can change. I feel like the other person is very much not seeing this connection or not trusting on their feelings and emotions. Because you've got two pairs. You have the Queen and King of Wands, as well as the Emperor and the Empress, which the Emperor and the Empress are the couple, you know. And I feel like he has, or he, I automatically go with he, but like the male energy in this situation is manifesting the other person. But with the Four of Cups, it's like he's still like thinking and contemplating and not sure. Also not sure if like parking you in the friend zone was the right thing, but he didn't want to lose the connection. He just wasn't sure that, you know, all that, like not trying to risk, be strategic about it, kind of. So should they hold on or should they let go for this connection? Can you get more insight on this connection? So we've got the full moon in Aries, a fairy climax approaches. Yeah, I feel like they are seeing it as well, where it's like, okay, I need something, because I feel like they also have the feeling that if they keep you in that friend zone and you're like hinting to get out of that friend zone and they're keeping you in, I feel like they are aware that you might walk away from it because you're not getting what you want from it. Void of Cosmoon, nothing will come of this situation. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you are realizing that, like I said, you're not getting anything out of the relationship that you would like to get, and that they are like catching on that, and that's also scary to them. So for this pile, new moon in Cancer, you and your loved ones are safe. I feel like that's maybe a bit where they are scared of like getting hurt. And I think you are opening up beautifully to this person. Like there's nothing more you can do because you are already in that energy of like being able to receive and accept and give that soulmate love. And they are a bit, I don't know, scared of receiving it, not sure if they are ready for it, not sure if they are deserving of it as well. So I don't feel like there's a whole lot you can do to change their minds, but let me take a look for some advice and guidance for you guys on this situation, because this is just frustrating, I can imagine. and you being at the point where it's like, I am gonna walk away eventually from this. Let's take a look. Some guidance for pile number 3. Wow, okay, that went everywhere. We have the 7 of Wands, as well as the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, I saw one that flipped. Which one's that? The Page of Swords. So I already feel like maybe holding out a little bit on them. Get a bit more defensive in the sense of, like, I feel like there's still a little bit of flirting going on, like you still trying to get out of that friend zone and they're trying to a little bit like rearrange it, because I feel like you already feel that they also feel that connection and they're just not committing to it. So I feel like you're a bit at a point where it's like, let me just keep showing them that there is this connection, and they're like holding it off. So I feel like maybe even switching it up where you're like, you know what, no, I'm already like dialing it down and get a bit more in my defensive state. I know that's scary because you don't want to lose them. But I feel like that's more like that's gonna challenge them, where it's like, oh shit, because they think that the way you are right now is you as a friend. The Ace of Cups. Yeah. Like, still show them that you care and stuff, and show or even tell this person, like, I was really into you. I know, you also got the 3 of Swords. Yeah. Like acknowledge their hurt as well, but also tell them that you are being hurt by this situation, that him pushing you back, or him, I keep saying him, like the person keeps pushing you back is also hurting you, and you have a lot of love to give. You believe that this is a very, very strong connection and something beautiful can come from it. But if he keeps doing what he does, then that will keep hurting you, and because of that, you are moving away a little bit. You are still going to be their friend, you still care for this person, so, but then you would notify them of like, but I am not going to treat you as if I want a relationship with you, because clearly you are not there yet, and that's just going to hurt me. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. So, like, focus on work a little bit. Okay, I didn't want all of them, but they wouldn't go back. So you got the Hermit. Did you have the Hermit here? Yeah, you did. So the Hermit again. To me, that just tells, like, the 10 of Wands. Didn't you have the 10 of Wands as well? I feel like, okay, the 8 of Cups as well, and you got the shadow side, as well as the Knight of Cups and the 5 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you've hit the point where you're like, I cannot do this anymore. At the bottom, you have the Ace of Wands. Like, you're like, I deserve this. Like, they're perfect for you, that you are perfect for them, but you have been trying so hard to get at a point where they're just like holding you off all the time, that you're just tired and you're like, do I still want to keep going? I feel like telling them that is hurting you as well, and that you are willing to let go of this connection if they are 100% sure that they do not want it. And then, of course, give the option that, like, if they are not sure that they at some point want to try, then okay, sure, okay. But then let's have a talk of how that would look like. You are not gonna waste your time for years and years and years, or weeks, or even months, or days, or whatever, just because they are insecure. Like, okay, I will give you the time for you to figure it out, but in the meantime, I'm not gonna sit here and wait. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna be me, be the best version of me. And if I meet someone else, then that's the risk you are taking right now. But I am not closing off for anyone until you can tell me for sure that you want this, and that you really, really want this. And work on it. And then, there are some people who will go like, okay, then I want this. And then, don't overdo it. Like, their actions should show what their words are saying, and if they do not, then that's also like telling, and then that's still an option for you to start moving away from this. Because I feel like you are at the point where you're like, I am ready to like emotionally move on from this person as well, because it's so tiring and so hurtful, and you want to be, you know, considerate of the other person, but it's like hurting yourself in the process. So then it's also like, okay, what do I want from this situation? Go inside yourself, meditate, think about it, and focus on yourself. Like, tell them clear point, like, this is it. This is it. This is the option I am giving you. Both are fine with me. I am ready to move on emotionally. If you need some time, that's fine too. I'm just not gonna sit around and act like we are gonna be in a relationship when that might not be the option or not happening. And if you are ready, then we can see if we are a fit. Just because they are ready and you want this does not mean that it's like meant to be and you should, you know, live happily ever after. No, then comes the getting like to know each other again and dating, and what do you want, what do I want from a relationship, getting together and learning that way. So yeah, let me get some last messages from you, for you, from the oracle cards. So some last messages for pile number 3 and some guidance on this situation. Blessings. Yeah, I feel like even though this might not be ending up together, I do feel there's a lot that you can learn from this situation. With the blessings card. Let's see, you've got home, finding, and you at the bottom you have beauty, as well as empowerment. I love that. Yeah, like also realizing that you don't need this person. Of course, you have a very deep, strong connection. Like there's a real soul connection with this person, but that does not mean that you know, you should leave everything behind for this person. Especially for some of you who live like far apart, there is a lot more that comes to play with this connection than just love and a relationship. It also is like, should you move? Should you, you know, work things out? How will you see each other? How can you go on dates? How does that work? Do you need to go virtual or in person or long distance, or, you know? And this is just, to me, like for guidance, like you already, I feel like you are at risk of like losing sight of yourself because you are trying to convince this person so badly that they are it and you are it for them, that it's kind of like, don't lose sight of you and get back in power for you. Create your own home. And then if this person wants a home with you, then you can take a look at it then. But don't live in the fantasy of wanting it so badly that you're like shaping already that way. And yeah, see the beauty in how this relationship is right now as well. Because I feel like you also kind of like risk that when you're like, okay, I can be friends if they are not ready, that you're still hoping and hinting and going towards like a relationship. Like, no, focus on yourself, on your own blessings that you already have in your life, your own beauty, strengths, and possibilities, and creating your own home and finding like self-love, because it's like finding, but she's kind of hugging herself. So I feel like it's finding your own beauty, finding your own strength, and trusting yourself. Because I feel like you already know in a situation as this right now, you're not going to be happy. Even if it turns into a relationship, there's a lot more that needs to be done. And for all the work that needs to be done, you need to be a hell yes, not a maybe. And definitely not a friend zone. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here for you guys. So I hope it resonated. Please let me know in the comments down below as well, because I'd love to read about your stories. Also, if there's anything that you would like to see me ask next, leave it down in the comments below as well. As always, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys again in the next reading.